All right, we got to check. Hello. All right, we got to check. All right. Okay then. All right. Let's go ahead and go live. Good morning. Welcome to Coffee and Resales. I wasn't planning on doing this today, but stuff sold. And when stuff sells, I broadcast live in the mornings. So, anyway, if you're watching this, first off, my name is Ryan. I get stuff from yard sales, garage sales, thrift stores, side of the road, backyards, front yards, side yards. Flip it, try to make a couple extra bucks online. I broadcast every few mornings when I have something to chat about around 8 Eastern. And so if you want to do something in the morning and you, I don't know, are a lazy reseller, but you're still up in the morning, all right. Well, we can join in and do stuff. I don't know. Anyway, had some really good sales yesterday and this morning, and I wanted to jump on and talk about them because they were really good sales this morning. So, what are we doing? Okay, we'll go over the 2 low dollar stuff, and then we have some high dollar stuff and interesting side notes. So, first off, sold more flat knives. These are fold open knives, and I sold more of them. I've got 10 for $9 on eBay, and they're really light. They ship for about $4 or $5, and I bought a couple big boxes of them, and they have been selling about one set every couple of days, and it's great. This next up, the Silver Mind Control Method. Yeah, $8 for that book. Mind, mental, psychic stuff sells, as we're about to see. This one was only $8. If it was in a little better shape, I probably could have gotten 10 to 15, but that was fine. Actually, well, this was 7, I think, which means I got my money back. So, anyway, it was done. Next up is a really big book sale, and I was a little surprised, and I knew this was probably going to go for a bit. It's been sitting a while, but somebody finally pulled the trigger. Secrets of Metacosmic Projection. Read with discretion. Yeah, this went for $150. So, yeah. Good luck to them. All right. So yeah, psychic and all that sort of stuff. The stuff sells. Now you gotta look it up. Some of it is, it's either like nothing or way up there. Usually the stuff that has a lot more limited print runs does a lot better. The early editions do a lot better. So something to think about whenever you look at that stuff. Anyway, finally for my big sale. This was, well, that was my big sale, but yesterday I posted that I got a bunch of video games, late 90s, early 2000s fantasy video games, a lot of Heroes of Might and Magic stuff. Well, these two have the game in the box, and these 4 is just like manuals and paperwork in the boxes. And the dude spent, for these 4 and those 2, international buyer, $85 plus shipping. So, yeah. He wanted them. I sold it to him. Now, I did see a few, I think I did find a few auctions that, one of the reasons I did the empty boxes with the manuals is I saw a handful of sales that had the empty boxes and manuals that sold. And so I was like, yeah, it's worth a shot. And it really was. So that was why $85. So good deal there. And I had one particularly neat discovery, and I think this is going to sell pretty well pretty quickly. I've already got one interested buyer. But this is Heroes of Might and Magic 3. I think it's complete in box. It does have the game, and it's got the manual, plus a few other pieces of paperwork. This is a $100 item. 80 to 100, I think. So I think it's going to be a pretty quick sale. So don't sleep on, if you're going through, PC games tend to not be as valuable, except when they are. So if you find fantasy games for the PC, look them up, because they're going to be worth snagging and flipping when it's all said and done. I sold another batch of books. Yes. Yeah. Grab these. Author is George MacDonald. This guy, British, a precursor kind of to C.S. Lewis and Chesterton and those guys. And so, things falling all over the place here. Anyway, George MacDonald, he has a really good fantasy series, Goblin and the Princess or something like that, that inspired guys like Lewis and Tolkien. So, this is sort of a gothic-y romance series, I think he did. And this, 5 books, $17. So, picked them $1 a piece. So, I'll make $5 on this, give or take. So, George MacDonald, good to lot up. And if I find this fantasy stuff, I keep it, because it's a real good read. But other than that, let's see. And I think that is it, but I'm not for certain, because we're going to double check and make sure we don't have another sale that decided to happen. We did not. That's going to be fine. Oh, this is one for the masses, because I don't know, and I don't know that you know either. Dink Smallwood. PC game. Original copy, not a facsimile. Did some reading on it. That game was a very limited run, and of the original. It's freeware now, which is fine. But it was the original printings are actually kind of rare. There wasn't one on eBay. There wasn't one on Terapeak, which meant there wasn't a sale in the last year. I Googled it. There wasn't one for sale for a while that I could find. The actual only data that I saw on one, now I know Google kind of loses it after a while, but the only sale only pricing information I had at all was from 2012 in England, where it was going for about $50 for, I think, a boxed copy. So, and like the community, the collection community or whatever, was kind of gaga over that because it was a really good deal at that time. I'm very curious about this game. So what I did is I put it up on auction. It's the first auction I've done in years for anything. And so I did a $25 start. And I've got right now 6 viewers and 2 watchers. 6 people who looked at it, 2 watching it. So I'm kind of curious as to what's going to happen. If I don't get any bids, I think this will sell, and I don't know it's going to go for a lot. But if I don't get any bids, and it didn't. And nobody jumped on it out the gate, and I haven't gotten the crazy offer thing. Sometimes when you post something that's valuable, people come out of the woodwork trying to get it for cheap, probably so they can flip it. So I didn't get any of that jumping on it. So I don't know that there's is high dollar value. I did put a $500 buy it on it, but I don't know if that's going to help. So anyway, it's going to be an interesting experiment on this one. So think small wood. We'll see. How's that? So like, comment, subscribe. If you know what I've got, post it. If you don't, post that too. And I will catch you on the backside.